Alrighty guys, what's going on? Today I have a really cool video for you today. This is something I never really expected to own. I mean, I've had opportunities to get it in the past, but you know, people weren't weren't willing to ship this item, mainly probably because it's just so massive. I mean, the box for this is probably one of the biggest inflatable boxes I've ever seen, and that's because it includes like 2 life sizes. I guess you can say like, well, two total, because like 1 full one and then 2 like half ones, I guess. But yeah, here it is. This is the Gemmy life-size nativity scene with like realistic characters. This was sold at Lowe's. I'm not sure what year it was sold, but I know that this item is very hard to come by and very few people have it, so very grateful to have it. And I got this locally to me for $115. The lady was really nice. They had it listed for $125 and I offered $100, and they said they could do $115, and I said I would do that. And they drove like 15 minutes to meet me halfway. And when I got there, they told me they had a whole bunch of other people trying to get this from them. They said there's this lady that was offering her more money and saying that they could come get it like right at that moment. But she said no, she already promised it to someone else, which was me. So I'm very grateful. That lady was very nice, and now this is a part of my collection. I won't be using this in my display this year. I already have a nativity scene up, and this one's a lot bigger, so I don't want to have to shift everything around. So this year will be going to my girlfriend's house. We're gonna do a small display at her house, and well, I'll be using this one there. So there is, you know, this thing isn't perfect. I think Joseph is missing his staff. I don't know if it's supposed to, but in the picture you can see he has one. I don't know if they're supposed to come with that. I don't know if that was what the prototype had, but mine does not have that. One other problem it has is I guess the carriage down there. I guess that's what you call it. It's made out of like, it has 6 like wood poles that you have to set up in a certain way, and then they all make like an X, and then you put the baby Jesus in the middle, but it's missing a few screws, so I'm gonna have to look into that. As you can see, this does still have the original price tag. It sold for $200, which is honestly not that bad of a price for something like this. I mean, that's really expensive. I don't think I would have spent that much on this item, brand new even. I probably would have definitely picked it up if it was like 25 or 50% off, but, and you know, especially with today's prices, that's not terrible. This would probably be closer to the 300 to 350 range if it was sold today. The box isn't in the best shape. A few tethers in there, but yeah, here it is. And most of the time when you see these, this stable really does not inflate at all. I mean, that's probably the biggest flaw with these, is the stable just goes bad. And it doesn't inflate the best, but it still inflates, and the fabric is still good. I think all the lights work too, but you know, just the design on it, it doesn't allow it to inflate the best, but it still gets up and it stands on its own. This does have a 125 fan, and it's not located underneath it. It's located in the back, actually, behind it, with a little tube. And it could inflate better, but it's just a weird design in general, so it's not going to inflate that good. And the back here is just a cloth. It's not an actual part of the inflatable, as you can see. And there's the fan. And that has Velcro on it to where you can undo it. If it's a windy day, the wind will blow through the flap in the back, so the whole thing doesn't blow over, which is a really cool feature. I don't really have anything else to say about this. This is really one I never expected to own. Oh, one other thing is, I didn't really show the faces. There's Joseph's face, Mary's face. Jesus' face. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the faces on these things. I think they're just really creepy in general. Probably when in the display, I'll probably have the characters facing like that, so you don't get a straight shot of their face because they're just kind of terrifying, to be honest with you. I don't think Gemmy could have made them any more terrifying, but yeah, it's pretty scary. But there it is. Like I was saying, I never really expected to own this, so I'm very grateful to have it now in my collection. And thanks for watching.